What if the part of you that you've been trying to tone down is exactly the part of you that people would trust, follow, and pay right now? I want you to really think about that, because a lot of women are out here walking around with valuable skills, valuable insight, and valuable experience, but they've spent years learning how to package themselves professionally instead of personally. So when it's finally time to build a personal brand, you don't know what to do. You overthink every post, you rewrite 17 times, you study algorithms, you buy ring lights, you watch Lottie Dottie and everybody else grow an online presence while you sit and watch thinking,
I don't know how to do this without sounding fake.
And if that's been you, this video is going to shed some light on a lot for you today. Because personal branding was never supposed to feel like acting, but somewhere in the middle of social media culture, people started treating branding like a performance instead of communication. And that's where this whole thing falls apart. So in this video, we're talking about what personal branding looks like when it's rooted in your skills, your experience, and your authentic voice. We're also going to be talking about why building a personal brand is becoming one of the smartest financial decisions women can make right now. And I want you to stay with me until the end, because I'm going to show you the one thing that separates the women building profitable brands from the ones still waiting to feel ready. Okay, so let's start here. Most women are not struggling to build a personal brand because they lack value. They're struggling because they've spent years being rewarded for staying invisible. Think about it. Corporate environments reward professionalism. Traditional careers reward predictability. And a lot of women learned very early that being easy to work with was safer than being visible. So now you sit down to post online and suddenly you're trying to answer questions nobody ever trained you for. You sit thinking,
what should I say? Who am I to teach this? What if people judge me? What if nobody cares?
Meanwhile, somebody with half your experience is online explaining things you've known how to do for 10 years. And that's frustrating for you because deep down, you know you're capable. You just don't know how to own what you know online without feeling self-promotional. Here's the thing though, personal branding isn't bragging. It's creating online visibility and attaching it to the value you already bring to the table. And if people can't see your value, they can't hire you, refer you, buy from you, or learn from you. Silence doesn't create opportunities, visibility does. And there's a cost to staying quiet. Every week that passes without you showing up is a week someone else with the same skills as you is collecting the income, the clients, and the credibility that could have been yours. And in this economy, your job was never meant to be your only plan, because one stream of income puts too much pressure on one source, one company, one decision maker, one paycheck, one layoff email. And that's a vulnerable position to build your entire future around. Your skills can hold more weight than that, but building a brand is how you start collecting on what you already know. A personal brand is a whole lot more simple than people make it. Your personal brand is your reputation when it's made visible. It's the pattern people consistently associate with you. The reason people keep overcomplicating this is because they think branding starts with aesthetics. It doesn't. Your brand isn't your font, it's not your logo, your color palette, or a perfectly curated Instagram grid. Your brand starts with clarity. So I want you to answer these questions. What is it that you know? Who do you help? And what conversations organically happen around you? Because most women already have the foundation of a personal brand before they ever post a single piece of content. People already know who the organized one is. They know who the strategic one is. They know who the calming one is. People already know who the woman who always figures things out is, and who the woman everybody goes to for advice is. See, that pattern right there, that's your brand. The challenge is most women have never been taught how to position those skills in a public facing way. Because those skills feel normal to you, you underestimate them. Your brilliance feels ordinary because you've been carrying it for so many years. But ordinary to you doesn't mean ordinary to someone else. That shift alone can change everything for you, because you're not starting from zero. You're starting from years of experience that someone else would pay a premium to access. Your brand is already there. Your job is to get out of the the way and let it be seen. So now let's talk about the what. Building a personal brand without faking it comes down to exactly 3 things. First, pay attention to the problems people already come to you for, not the things you think sound impressive. I'm talking about the things people repeatedly ask you about: how you stay organized, how you communicate, how you lead, how you transition careers, how you manage your finances, how you build systems, how you negotiate, how you structure your life. Most women overlook profitable skills because those skills feel easy to them, but easy for you is often someone else's breakthrough. Second, stop trying to sound like a brand and start sounding like someone with lived experience. A lot of content online sounds polished, but it feels empty. Meanwhile, the content people connect with sounds human. I want you to try getting online and starting conversations with, here's what I learned, here's what surprised me, here's what I wish I knew sooner. The thing I've learned in all my years of being online is people don't connect to perfection. They connect to recognition. People want to feel seen. And keep watching, because in a bit, I'm going to explain why this matters far more beyond social media followers. Okay, so the third thing that's required to build a brand without faking it is to choose one core transformation and consistently repeat it. And this is the part where women disappear. They post about 10 unrelated topics, they reinvent themselves every few weeks, or they keep changing directions before trust has time to build. Meanwhile, the women growing fastest are repeating the same core ideas from different angles. Repetition builds recognition, and recognition builds trust, and trust builds income. And that is exactly what personal branding is. If you haven't picked up on it yet, this conversation is bigger than social media. This is about options. And a lot of women are financially successful on paper while still feeling trapped. Their entire lifestyle depends on one paycheck, one employer, one department, one industry, and even high-income women are feeling that pressure right now. Companies restructure every day. Roles are disappearing every day. Entire industries are shifting overnight. That's why multiple streams of income matter so much, because options change how you move through your life. Options change how long you stay in situations that aren't working for you. Options change how you navigate. They change how much fear controls your decisions. And one of the fastest paths to building those options is through skills-based income, especially coaching. Now, when people hear coaching, they immediately picture someone with a giant following and a fancy certification. But coaching at its core is straightforward. It's helping someone solve a problem you already know how to solve. I'm talking about the woman helping people navigate job interviews, the woman teaching time management, the woman helping professionals communicate with confidence, the woman helping mothers transition careers. These are all coaching businesses, and they're built on skills you already have. And if this is resonating with you, I want you to drop the word income down in the comments. I have a free training that walks you through how women are building skills-based income streams through coaching. I teach you what gets most women stuck when they start and why structure matters more than credentials or a big audience. So drop the word income down in the comments and I'll give you the link. Now, here's where a lot of women lose momentum. They spend all their time perfecting their brand before they monetize it. And that's bass backwards, y'all. Confidence doesn't come before you start. Confidence comes through movement of starting. Some of the women making money online right now are not the most qualified women in the room. They're the women who are willing to be consistently visible. That's the part when overthinking becomes expensive. Every month you spend getting ready is another month your skills stay invisible. It's another month your experience goes unpaid outside of your 9 to 5. It's another month someone else monetizes skills similar to yours. And your personal brand doesn't need millions of followers to generate income, y'all. A clear, small, specific audience can change your finances. A lot of women are literally one clear offer away from their first paying client. I don't mean years away or someday away. I literally mean you are one clear offer away from your first paying client. That's why clarity matters more than going viral. Going viral gets a whole lot of attention, which is fine if that's what you want, but clarity will get you clients. And those are two completely different games. The women building powerful brands right now are not waiting until they feel fully ready. They're deciding that what they know deserves visibility, because one stream of income is fragile. One paycheck shouldn't hold all the power over your options. Your skills have value that extend far beyond any job description. And the sooner you publicly claim that, the sooner other people can find you, trust you, and pay you. And here's what happens when your brand starts working. People start watching, they start following, they start trusting you, and then they want to go deeper. They want access to you. They want your help with their specific situation. And that's the moment your brand needs an offer behind it. So the next question usually becomes,
okay, but what would I even sell?
And this is where most women get stuck, because your skills are there. What's missing is a structure that turns your skills into something with a price tag on it. And that's exactly why I created 2K in 2 hours. Your brand brings them to the door. 2K in 2 hours is how you make sure there's something behind the door. Most women don't need more information. They need a structure they can fill in. That's what this is. This micro course will take you from
I think I can coach
to having a complete priced offer that you can sell this week. No certification required. You don't need a big audience, and you're not starting from scratch. Because the challenge for most women isn't capability, it's structure. And once structure enters the picture, everything starts feeling more doable. Here's the thing, your personal brand is the front door. Your offer is what's inside. Both of those matter. And 2K in 2 hours helps you build the inside so that when your brand starts bringing the people in, you're ready. You can get 2K in 2 hours by visiting my website at herincomeedit.com/2K or click the link down in the description. A personal brand is not about becoming someone else online. It's about finally letting people see the value that's already been there. And I think women have been taught to minimize that value in professional spaces for so long that it becomes your instinct. We've been conditioned to shrink, to qualify, to add disclaimers before we share what we know. And let's be clear, that instinct has served you well in certain rooms, but it'll cost you in the market. The internet has convinced a lot of women that branding means performance, but the strongest brands are built on clarity, consistency, and trust. And trust grows fastest when people feel your experience, not your perfection, not your polish, your experience. Your skills can create freedom. Your experience can create safety. Your knowledge can create income. And the part of you that you've been minimizing may be the exact part that someone has been waiting to hear from. Stop building a brand for the job market and build a brand for your future. If you're new here, my name is Nick Scott, and I help women turn their skills into coaching income, digital products, and online businesses. And if you're still watching, I want you to go watch this video next. Most women skip this step, and it's exactly why their brand stays invisible. Okay? I'll see you in the next one.